Do you guys want an update? Because I'll give you an update. I have a lot to update you on. And I think I have steak seasoning on my teeth. So let me get that out first. I'm sitting on my bed. It's Monday night, September something, 14th, I think. I've kind of lost track of time. Last week was a bumpy week, but it was a good week. And I am so grateful for all the time that I had with my kids. We had a bout of the flu. So it started off with Grace getting sick, poor Grace. Wednesday morning, she came the day before my son's birthday, so added a birthday to being sick, and that made it rough. And me being sick, being a sick mom with sick kids, trying to do a birthday was kind of a rough package. But anyways, it was a fun birthday. Don't worry, he was happy and spoiled, and lots of good came of it. But what I was saying is that I was awakened at 5 a.m. by Grace, feeling like she was going to throw up. She did. Again and again and again until I finally told her that we might need to take her to the emergency room if she couldn't hold down liquids. So she started drinking. We got her rehydrated and she was okay. But I got scared there for a second because I counted 9 hours that she was throwing up. Like not constantly, but like throwing up, and then I'd give her some charcoal, which usually works really well for us, and then she would throw that up, and then I would give her some soda crackers and some like Sprite, and then she would throw that up, and we'd do more charcoal. And we just kept going in this vicious cycle until she finally stopped throwing up. And thankfully, but she felt awful and was sick and it was miserable. So I was very sad. So Thursday, Michael's birthday, somehow I pulled it together. We had a big breakfast, took him breakfast in bed. We had crepes and bacon, which is what he'd asked for. He was very happy. He opened his morning present, which was a new shirt. Oh, the night before I did give him new pajamas. That's a big tradition in our family. Get new pajamas so that you wake up on your birthday in brand new jammies and have your breakfast in bed in new pajamas. And they were very hard to find. Trying to find pajamas for 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old boys, I don't know why I started with 10, is very difficult. And they're expensive for just pajama pants. Like, I don't know. I feel like I could find cute jammies for my girls for like the same price or less with like a matching top and bottom. And we're talking just pajama pants. Like, anyways, but I found him some. I'm not complaining. I wanted him to have fun jammies. It was harder than I thought. And I wanted them to be cotton because I'm a cotton snob and I don't want my kids sleeping in polyester and stuff like that. So no offense, but not for me, not for my kids. So I found him some cotton pajamas. And then we made this breakfast, we pulled it off, but then we kind of like all bombed because I accidentally let go of the button. But basically, I'll try to keep this short of an update as it can be. And I hope that steak seasoning is not still in my tooth because that would just be gross. But anyways, we bombed after that because I was still sick. And I never threw up, but my stomach hurt like a lot. It hurt a lot and I felt miserable and I didn't have any energy and it was just not fun, you guys. It was not fun and it was so sad that it landed on his birthday. And thankfully he didn't feel sick on his birthday. Throughout the week he kind of struggled with things a little bit, but he never got like fully sick and neither did Hannah. Oh, she did actually. I'll get to that. So I just kept all 3 kids home from school. Hannah and Michael started coming down with pink eye. Their eyes were like pink and itchy the night before, and so I had to rinse them out with warm water. I think we nipped it in the bud because the next day their eyes were fine. I had to rinse it a couple times, because we don't like pink eye either. But let's just talk about it like a rough week. I almost said something negative, but it wasn't negative. It was still a good week, and I loved my time with my kids. Like I said, I loved my son's birthday, but it was a rough week. So sickness on top of sickness on top of sickness, and there's more. So everyone stayed home from school. We just had a bomb day. Like, I'm not even joking. We sat on the couch and watched Mr. Beast. But it was awesome. So we love you, Mr. Beast. That was how we spent my son's birthday. Kind of sad. Then it was their dad's year to have him on his actual birthday. So he gets them from 3 to 9 this year. So they left with him about the time school would have been getting out, but they didn't go to school because they were sick and home and miserable. So not completely miserable. It was a sad day, you guys. It was a sad day. We had homemade chicken noodle soup left over from being sick the day before for his birthday. Like, not even a fun lunch. So I still owe him his birthday lunch. He still doesn't know what he wants yet, though. So we had homemade chicken noodle soup. I sent him off. I let him open a couple presents early. That did help. So it wasn't a completely bombed day, but it was kind of a bomb day. So they went with their dad, came home at 9. I had this random piece of like something, seasoning or something in my hand that I've been holding this whole time. This is ridiculous, you guys. I need to get my tripod out and I need to fix my screen cover and just do like a normal video. But in the meantime, this is just what you get. So I'll put some footage of his birthday in here. What I was trying to say is that we started this tradition kind of by accident last year. I don't remember why, but I thought it would be fun to take him to the mall and like let him do some arcades and then bum around. And I got him this really cool little revolver or rifle. if I can remember right, did it pull out to be like a little knife or did it have like bullets? I can't remember. I think his had like little bullets in it. It was so cute. Anyway, here we are at the mall, just looking around at this cool booth, and I wrote him a little birthday note, and then these are the guns we were looking at, and I ended up getting him this little gold one, and he loved it. He's totally into all the weapons and things like that, and it was awesome. So we did that last year. I took him to one of those cotton candy machines that you put the money in, and you could make like the big gigantic like flower or whatever of cotton candy, and he picked a cool one, and that was what we did. So I wanted to do it again this year. So Friday he was feeling a lot better. Well, he was actually pretty much fine the whole time other than like the whole pink eye scare. But anyways, he was feeling fine. I was not feeling fine. I'll be honest, it was a little rough. I was feeling a lot better, but I came home. I forgot this part. I came home from school, and then before I took him, I laid down. He wanted to start a print with his 3D printer. I laid down and probably slept like an hour or more. It might have been more. It might have been 2 hours. I don't think it was that long. What time did we leave to go? I think it might have been almost 2 hours. I was dead. But even at that, he came and woke me up. He's so sweet. He said he felt like he should let me keep sleeping, but I was like, come get me so we can go. And it was totally sweet of him. He let me sleep longer. I felt bad. It's awful being sick when it's your kid's birthday, and it's awful being sick when you have sick kids, and like the whole thing was just really kind of awful. It was rough, but his birthday was fun, like I said. And once we got to the mall, it was really fun, but getting up felt like getting up in the middle of the night to go to the mall. It felt like that. I was like, I don't know if I'm awake enough to drive. Like, that's how I felt. It was awful. I felt really terrible because I thought, this is his birthday. I want it to be fun. I hope you can still see me. I don't know if you can still see me. I wanted it to be fun, but I literally felt like I was like just almost driving in my sleep. Sorry, I was like safe driving, but I was like so tired. So we got to the mall. I'm gonna pause this. Okay, sadly, the whole last part of this video that I filmed doesn't really work. My head was hurting a lot, so I laid back on my bed, and it was a lot more comfortable for me, but I just, watching it back, like the lighting is not the best, and so I'll try to keep this short, but basically we had so much fun at the mall. So I just put a little bit of money, like I think $10 or something on the card. We went to the Rush Funplex, I think that's what it's called, at the mall that we went to. Anyway, where the arcades are, I just put like $10 on there, and I just let him play, and it was so much fun seeing which ones he picked. And last year he had me join him for some. This year I just kind of like watched him, and I'll put some like little clips in here. But it was so much fun. Anyways, of course, a lot of the ones that he wanted to do were broken. I don't know why that always happens with arcades, but it was still a lot of fun. And then I could tell he wanted to do more arcades, so I said, I've got some cash with me. We can go look around the mall. If there's something you want, maybe we'll get that. If not, we can come back and put that on your card, and you can do more arcades. And he said, okay. So we went and looked around like we did last year, got that little gun. This year, he wasn't really into anything at like the kiosk thing in the middle of the mall. And so we just kept walking, and guess what we saw? Keep walking, what do you see? Huh? I never knew. I mean, this like fell out of the sky. There was no Lego store at the mall, but I mean, we found out it really was recently opened. It's only been there since like May or something. So like brand new. And when we walked in, I don't even know why, but I said, we're here for his birthday. And the guy was like, oh, cool. You get to build a free minifig on us. Like, cause it's your birthday. So that was awesome. So he went and built a little, mini figurine. I didn't know you could do that. So now you know, if you go to the Lego store on your birthday, you get to build a free minifig. Oh, that's like so hard to say, a free minifig. Anyway, and then I just had some cash with me from the car, and you know, I'm a single mom, so our budget's tight, but I just said, hey, if you can find something under this, you can get it. So I'll show you the little clip of him deliberating and what he chose, and it was so cute.
We're gonna do this, and then this, so that you can have 2 chainsaws. Whoa. He's gonna get the Pythagorean.
I started watching Ninjago, but I'm not to Dragon Rising yet, so this could potentially spoil it.
So we can get this.
I think I'm gonna get first eliminated
This bundle.
this.
Wait, let me see what that was. You already decided against that? Okay.
Against it, yeah.
This bundle, you could get those two together, or 3 cars. She's already eliminated one option. Okay, eliminate the next one.
this one.
Let me see. Show me the front. Okay, goodbye Minecraft. What is that?
This place in the desert with these guys.
Goodbye place in the desert.
And gotta see all of them.
Yeah. Gotta look at all your options.
Probably this one.
That's what I was thinking. Probably, even though it'd be cool to have 3 cars, that's probably not the most exciting set.
Next. Ooh. This one.
Okay, goodbye. Show me the front of that one again. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Your turns for the final elimination. Whichever one you eliminate tells us which one you're gonna get.
I'm going.
Okay. So that one can make a scorpion. Spider or a
This one.
okay. We have ourselves a winner. Okay, so show me what you got.
Sounds good. So this and this, because this actually has a gear system
It has a gear system.
with an actual web that comes in and out.
So we were just told this is the biggest Lego set that they currently have. It's over 10,000 pieces. 10,001 pieces. Micah, look at me.
It's 620.
Smile. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, that's
They told us that's your biggest set. Smile.
that is. It comes up to here.
Up to how high? Oh my gosh,
It's
really?
5 foot.
It just is so fun to have these like one-on-ones with my kids, and I need to do them more often because I feel like these mom dates, like, they mean so much to my kids to have my undivided attention, and it means so much to me just to have them, like, you know, just one-on-one, like be able to just see their little personalities, and they can talk my ear off or not or whatever. It's just really fun. So that was how we spent his little birthday outing. We went to the mall, went to the Lego store, got him his little minifig and his little, you'll see what he got. And it was so much fun. I just feel like that was a huge blessing. So my girls stayed home with my sister and my niece. Annalise, they played Barbies with her and had a good time. So that was what I did with them while we were gone. And it was just really, really fun. So I still owe him his birthday lunch because, you know, chicken noodle soup is not a birthday lunch. I need to figure out what he wants for that. For his birthday dinner, he wanted Panda Express. And I don't get to eat out very often with my kids, but we love Panda Express. So I thought it'd be really fun if we got some. He wanted to grab it and come home and watch a movie, which we did. So we watched Iron Man. My niece joined us. There was a lot of stuff in there I did not remember. So we had a lot of like close your eyes moments, but it was really fun to watch that with him. And the Panda, of course, was really, really good. So all in all, it was a good birthday. This is killing me trying to hold it like this. Like, I am determined to find my screen cover and replace it. And then I need to get my tripod out and do this like a normal person. But I just want to do these updates like at night sitting on my bed. I don't know why. And so anyways, maybe this will make it to the channel. Maybe it won't. But either way, that was his birthday. It was a lot of fun. And then on Saturday, Grace's friend texted and wanted to hang out. And I realized if I could get each of my kids a friend, like playing with a friend, and maybe drop Hannah off at the mall with a friend, then I could like drive some Uber, which I really, really needed to do because I missed a lot of work with my kids being sick and then Michael's birthday. So it was fine, but I was a little stressed. Anyway, so I wanted to like get them playing with friends and go drive and like work for a little bit, which I was able to do. But at first, Michael's friend was able to play. I got Grace's friend, you know, set up went dropped her off at her friend's house, but we could not get a hold of any of Hannah's friends. She texted several and called several, and for some reason, like, it wasn't that nobody could go, like nobody even like saw her text or responded. It was really weird. I felt really bad because she was so excited to like get to go to the mall with a friend. She had one friend that responded that was out of state. That was not helpful. Sorry guys, my head hurts so much. I'm gonna go to bed after this. But and like, long story short, I dropped Grace and Michael off at their friends' houses and was just gonna kind of drive around with Hannah for a while. And her friend called, thankfully, her friend Lila. We love you, Lila. And she had not seen the text and was like, I can totally go with you. So we went, picked her up. We stopped at Walmart to hold puppies, and then I took them to the mall, which was awesome, except Hannah started feeling worse and threw up at the mall. And I feel really bad about that because I thought she was better. I thought we were fine. I thought we got past the worst of it, but she was sick. So Lila, you were an angel. Lila said she wasn't even grossed out, which I really appreciate because I don't know how you couldn't be, but Hannah threw up on the sidewalk and they still had a grand old time, but I feel really bad about that. And sorry, Lila, if you get sick, I hope you don't. But that was really unfortunate. And then because we were sick again, we had to cancel plans that we'd made with my family to watch a movie on Saturday night. So my kids were super bummed about that. So we just stayed home. Now, the filming didn't work out as well on this next part, but I'm not going to try to re-say this whole thing again. So I'm just going to put in what had before. So I apologize for the poor quality. I'm just going to do that. Then I'm probably going to end it there. But yeah, here's our update for this last week. It was cray, but we are past the hard parts now. And now my kids are gone and I miss them. But let me include that and we'll end it there. So anyway, fast forward to Sunday, and then we're almost up to today. Sunday, I really wanted to go to church. And with everything that happened this past week with Charlie Kirk, so many people that don't go to church are going back to church. And it's just been so powerful to see this huge Christian movement. And we're already going to church every Sunday. It's already part of our life, but I just was really looking forward to this Sunday. I wanted to go to church, and my kids don't attend church when they're with their dad, and it means a lot to them to get to go. So I was excited for this time that we'd all go to church together, and we don't get to do it often. It's like every other week. So it's kind of a bigger deal. And we were just not up to it. We had been sick all week, and I just knew that what my kids needed, because we have early church, it's at 9, was to sleep in. So we all missed church, and we got some sleep, which was good. I had somebody that was covering for me. I'm the librarian at church, and I trade off with someone, and they were going to do it this week. So I was like, hey, I hate to do this, but we can afford to miss. We'll all sleep in. And it was wonderful. My kids all slept in and finally got like a really good solid night's sleep. And then we just kind of lounged around. We finally went and watched the movie with my family that we had planned to watch on Saturday. And it was really good. It was very sad. But it was just what we needed. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm crying about it. So we'll look forward to going to church the next time I have my kids. And like I said, we go weekly. It's not like a novelty, except that it kind of is. And when you can't have something all the time, it makes you appreciate it more. And my kids especially really, really love going to church, and they are sad when they have the opportunity to go with me and then they can't because we're sick or something. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but the rest of Sunday was great. We watched Music Man, which I've been dying to show my kids forever since I realized that they've never seen it. My sister and I tried to watch it this summer, but it didn't quite happen. And so we finally got everyone together, my parents and my sister, and her daughter's a little young for it, so she was in and out of the theater a lot, but my parents have a theater downstairs in their house, and we watched it there. But it was just really fun. It's a very cute movie, but it is long. I did not remember how long it was. So anyway, it kind of made for a little bit of a late night, and then I got everyone to bed and then off to school this morning, and that was the end of our week from out of nowhere. Like, it was just rough. I was so excited for my son's birthday, and it was wonderful. I loved his birthday. Again, it was fun. But I still owe him his birthday lunch because we had chicken noodle soup. That's what you have when you have the flu. That's not what you have for your birthday. Even though I do think I make the best chicken noodle soup with homemade noodles, it's pretty good. My kids love it and ask for it, but it's just not a birthday lunch, you know? So I owe him his birthday lunch, and then I had completely forgotten I promised him a Prime. He loves Prime. And so I'm going to let him pick a flavor, and we'll get that as one of his other birthday treats. And one of his gifts showed up today. Michael doesn't know it yet. Michael, I don't think you'll watch this. If you do, and if you girls see it, then but he'll get that, and he'll be super excited. So there was one extra gift that I was really excited to give him, but it wouldn't come in time for his birthday, so it just came today. But it was a fun birthday. I got something new for his room, a couple new things, so I'll probably show you that later. But it was just really fun. So thanks everybody, my family especially, who was super supportive during that time and helped us through the sickness. My mom went and got my girls from school, not my girls, Michael and Hannah, when Grace was home throwing up, and she helped a lot. And so thank you to my parents and my sister and Annalise for entertaining my girls when I took Michael to the mall and everyone. So anyway, it was a rough week. We are past it, except now I have a headache. It's kind of like a hangover from a bad week. Not a bad week. Hangover from a rough week. Anyway, we'll see what this week brings. But I already miss my kids. I love them. I'll see them in a week. Talk to them on Thursday. And that's my update. Okay, have a good night.